Hi there, in this video I'm visiting Positano and Amalfi. So this video is a little bit impromptu. I wasn't expecting to make this today, but my wife isn't very well and has had to go back to the hotel. So it gives me the rest of the day to carry on with the excursion. I'm visiting Positano, where I am now, which is a really impressive Italian little town on the Amalfi coast because it's set on the side of a cliff. And then later on today I'm going to take a boat ride over to Amalfi. So come along and join me. I know I'm really going to enjoy my photography. So today really is an impromptu video. All I have with me is my compact camera. I'm traveling very light because we're right in the middle of the day, so it's very, very hot. So I'm going to do a very touristy kind of video, just looking for the sights that you would see when you're out on a normal tourist excursion, and hopefully it will show you some ideas that you can do if you're in a similar location. One of the things I want to show you in this video is just how useful a compact camera can be, because when you're on holiday especially, it's easy to slip into a bag or into a pocket and you can carry it around without any worries at all. And so it's much more effective and you can still get some really good shots. Behind me here is a really lovely view of Positano with the buildings on the side of the cliff, and what I've done is I've used these overhanging trees here to act like a kind of natural frame to hold the top of the image in, because the sky at the moment is not particularly interesting. There is a little bit of cloud there, but it's not great, and so by using the trees as the top of the frame, it just makes the whole thing more interesting. So quite often the classic view is a classic view for a reason. This view here with the Duomo, the cathedral down there at the bottom, is very, very well taken, but it's like this for a reason. Now ideally it would be better with slightly less contrasty light in the evening with a great sunset, but unfortunately when you're on holiday on an excursion you have to take what you get. So I've framed it up. I've got the cathedral down at the bottom, the bells are just chiming now, and I've got the buildings there in the background. One thing that's always going to be a struggle in this kind of location is trying to take a photograph of an object or a building when there's no people in front of it. Sometimes you just have to wait, other times you just have to suck it up and just take the picture with the people in front of it. Now one tip is, if you take several pictures, then you could use some of the clean bits to clone the people out when you get back in the computer. That all depends on your Photoshop skills and how competent you are at that. So I'm back on the boat just outside Positano, and we're about to travel towards Amalfi next. So the boat ride takes about 45 minutes. So join me when I get to Amalfi. So we've arrived in Amalfi, and as you would expect at this time of year, it's absolutely rammed with tourists, but I'm going to see if I can find anything to photograph. So the first thing before I go any further, I bought myself a bottle of water and a slice of Italian margherita pizza. So I've come into the cathedral and it's really interesting. I've just been down into the crypt, but unfortunately I couldn't take any photographs down there. One, it was too dark, it didn't seem respectful either, but I've taken some video just to show you how amazing it is inside the cathedral and down in the crypt. But at the moment I'm in the cloister of paradise, and because this is all very white and monotone, I thought this would make quite a good mono image, so I'm going to try and convert that when I get back. So that was a really interesting visit to the cathedral. It's very picturesque inside. I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I couldn't take any great pictures. I did get quite a lot of video with the GoPro because that works very well in low light. But unfortunately, the camera couldn't manage to take any pictures because it just was too dark. So what I ended up doing a couple of times was putting the camera down on a stable surface like a pew or some kind of railing, and I did manage to get the odd photograph if I could make the camera really stable. But without that, the shutter speed was just miles too slow because the compact camera can't cope with that kind of lighting condition. But either way, I hope you enjoyed seeing the video. So what I'll do now is I'll leave you with some of my favourite shots from my visit to Positano and Amalfi. Well, that was certainly a very different video. I wasn't intending making that today, so it was very impromptu. All I've had is a GoPro and my compact camera, but it just goes to show with a little bit of effort what you can do if you go out and you'll be a little bit more creative, even in the wrong kind of weather, at the wrong time of day. You can still get some really interesting pictures. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a comment down below or nip over to my Instagram account, that's @HeroToPhotography, and leave me a comment there. Now, if you like what I do on the channel or want to help support me to make future content like this, you can do me a really big favour by visiting my Teespring store. There I've got a range of merchandise on offer, so go and check that out. There's a link for that down below in the description. And you can also click the super thanks button as well, but you don't have to spend any money at all to support the channel. You can do that simply by clicking like, subscribe and the bell notifications, because that really helps me out and it makes sure that you don't miss out on any future content. Watch out for next week's video, that goes live on Sunday. In the meantime, go and check out this video just up here, but all that's left now is to say stay safe and I'll see you soon.